name is Tam of the Dragons, and welcome to the Temple, which is a little realm run by a friend of mine. It is not the same realm that I was on last time, but it is a realm that is run by a friend, and this one has a cool name, and it's the Temple. I think I just told you guys that. But today I'm not going to tour it, partly just because there's not a lot, to be honest. We've only had it for a few weeks, I think. The other one we had for months. And we're also sticking very strictly to survival. Today we're going to be working on something specific. And I'm just going to be, talking and while I'm working on it. And it's just going to be nice and chill. But this lovely lake and the lily pads and, the arena up there and everything, this is not where we need to be. We need to be somewhere else. And we're gonna get there using a cool jump cut. Check it out. Wasn't that cool? I don't know, I haven't edited it yet. Maybe it was super lame. But welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone between or beyond, to Atlantis. Whee! We're not done with it yet. But we are there we go. We're not done with it yet, but we are renovating a stronghold that spawned underwater into Atlantis. This was all made out of nice, dark concrete with, oh no, I'm drowning. I was doing a cool cinematic shot! Please! Okay. Yeah, as you can see, it's all dark concrete with, these purple highlights. We got glass ceilings everywhere, and of course, the end portal. Which, by the way, I was dicking around in 1.8 recently because I was on Hypixel, and if you have an excuse to use 1.8 combat, of course you should take it. The end portal texture used to look way better. I'm gonna have to go record a clip in Hypixel because seriously, it used to be more 3D somehow, different particles were on different layers, and it blew my mind. Why did we ever change that? And I'm gonna have to go record a clip so that I can do a side-by-side comparison. But that is not what today is about. I have already been distracted. Today, we're just gonna be working on Atlantis. As you can see, we have end rods installed in some places, but not all the places. We have had mobs spawn in here. There are a few patches that maybe should be lit up more than they are. And then creepers spawn, and then the creepers blow up, and then they smash a giant hole in Atlantis, and all the water comes in and washes away the end rods, and then more creepers spawn, and it's just hell. It's constantly hell. But that is also not what we came here to talk about. Are these? Oh my god. Oh, they're not even aligned. How embarrassing. I'm so sorry that you guys had to see that. Today, we're just gonna be working on Atlantis. These are not the right blocks. So yeah, I'm just gonna, be calmly replacing bricks and not calmly screaming when they turn into silverfish. And I'm just gonna sort of, we're gonna talk about some stuff. And it's gonna be very chill and nice, and where the fuck there we go. Nope, there we go. It's gonna be very nice and chill, and we're gonna relax. If you guys watched my stream a few days ago, I think? Yeah, because it was on Monday. Then, oops, let's put that on. Then you will have seen a lot of this be built, but we have made some progress since then. And not a lot. I think most of it was just, exploring the stronghold and putting down torches, but not a lot of, actually replacing bricks. By the way, shameless self-promotion, you should go follow me on Twitch and Tim O'Dragon. It's being put on screen now, and it'll also be linked in the description. I think I've uploaded a few stream highlights here before. That's not where smooth quartz goes. But yeah, I really like streaming. I'm enjoying it just a lot more than I thought I was going to. But that is also not what we came here to do. Didn't we have a sand thing somewhere? No. I have sand in my E-chest. These are where I keep my good picks. So I could make more gravel, or more concrete, but we don't have any dye. So yeah, I'm just gonna be replacing blocks, and we're gonna just talk about some stuff. So, for starters, let's talk about why I have not been uploading recently. Oops, no, come back. Oh no, not like this. The problem is that I don't really know why I haven't been uploading recently. The short answer, I guess, is just like... Ooh. Has this been explored? It has, thank God. The short answer is essentially, like, I sort of have had a motto on this channel. When I first sort of, like, rebooted it as Tam of the Dragons, and not, this is not my first rodeo, this is not the first time that I've attempted YouTube, but so far it is definitely the most successful. I bet none of this is, and like, my sort of motto was storytelling through gaming. And that was kind of what was gonna, like, set me apart from... Because gaming is not a small field on YouTube. It's pretty oversaturated, in fact. And I'm like, you gotta have a gimmick, you know? And also just because, like, I've tried doing what everyone else does, and it sucked, and I wasn't happy at all. So we're gonna not do that this time. Oh, both silverfish? Really? That's just rude. And so yeah, like, this entire time my sort of thing has been storytelling. Oh, really? Really? Has been storytelling through gaming. And I feel like lately I have, really? You're gonna take... Oh, come on. Come on. Come here. Bring it. Let's go. Who else wants to tussle? That's what I thought. And I feel like lately I just haven't really been doing that. Like, I've just kind of been playing the game. Like, I've just sort of been playing games without telling a story. And, like, that's fine, I guess. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not my mission statement, I guess. And I feel like it sort of shows. Because, like, really, I am trying to monologue. Do you mind? As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I feel like it sort of shows that, like, I'm not as passionate about... I'm not as passionate about my content as I would really like to be. Simply because, like, it's not really what I came here to do, you know? I'm just going to apologize in advance, by the way, because the amount of vocal crutches that I'm about to utilize is so many. Just get ready for a lot of likes, a lot of uhs and ums. I'm sorry, I am working on it, it takes practice. So, with that, with the whole, like, trying to stick to my sort of gimmick thing in mind, let's talk lore, shall we? But before we do, can I just mention, so, like, okay, so my motto is sort of, like, storytelling through gaming, right? And I like it. I think it's a fine motto. Like, I like the way it sounds. It rolls off the tongue. It's got a ring to it. I also sort of hate it because it sounds so pretentious. Like, I can't ever put that on a t-shirt because if you go outside in public and you're wearing a shirt that says storytelling through gaming, people are going to punch you. And you know what? Honestly, I think they might be right. Like, I hate to say it, but they might actually have a point. Oh, no, I have slabs, don't I? That wasn't even the right block, for starters, but also, yeah, I do have slabs. Cause, yeah, like, I don't know, it was in my bio on Twitter for a little bit, and I even admitted in my bio, I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretentious as hell, we're working on it, but I am so glad that, like, it's not, that it just, oh my god, it's just Silverfish Central. But, like, I'm very glad that, like, it's not mentioned whatsoever now. That is how it should be. So, yeah, with that in mind, with, like, the sort of storytelling through gaming thing in mind, but, ugh, I feel gross. I've got to come up with a less pretentious way of wording that. You made me waste my glass. With that in mind, let's talk lore. So, okay. I sort of, like, make lore for my builds just automatically. And, like, this isn't me trying to flex, it's actually quite annoying. Because, yeah, I will just sort of be trying to, like, I'll be like, okay, we're just gonna build a nice little thing, and we're not gonna get, like, weirdly emotionally attached to it, and everything's gonna be grand. And then I get weirdly emotionally attached to it, and everything is not grand, and then I'm like, well, now I want to write a story about it, but I don't have the time or energy to write a story about it, and then I feel bad for... It's a lot. It's a whole What? Huh? There you go. That was weird. I didn't much appreciate that. Let me just grab all my smooth quartz. Hang on. However, the key to not coming up with lore automatically is to stream it. Because if you're talking to chat, you don't have any brain space left over to think about what a rad story your builds should have. So that's my secret. The secret's out. I'm so tired of silverfish, bro. I am so tired of silverfish. Oh, they're just everywhere. Like, you don't normally break a lot of blocks into strongholds. You don't really realize the sheer amount of silverfish. It's so much. It is so much, I can't take it anymore. I'm so tired of dealing with them. As I was saying, before I had to go on a little rant about the worst mob in the game. Oh yeah, apologies for all the cuts, by the way. I want to make this a little bit of a shorter video, because otherwise, seriously, like 60% of it is just gonna be me, like, being distracted, and that's not very good content. So, yeah, like, I'm sort of, like, recording this in, oh no. I'm recording this in chunks, and if there's ever a part where I kind of trail off and don't end up saying anything, I'm gonna cut it out. It's like, whenever I notice myself doing that, I just pause the recording, and I go, look at the point where I left off, and start from there. And I was about to talk about lore. Lore. So, for starters, okay, have you guys heard this sort of theory that Minecraft is, like, a post-apocalyptic world, and it's healing from something, and it's growing again, and, like, I'm guessing that you have, just because it's not exactly, like, an uncommon theory. I would say that strongholds really sort of support that theory, because they're called strongholds, for starters, which is usually kind of a word for, oh no. Which is usually kind of a word for, like, a place that people hide in, you know? Like, nobody just goes and hangs out with their bros in a stronghold. They go to a stronghold because there's something terrible that they are trying to avoid. I mean, that's why it's called a stronghold. And also, like, they're underground, which is also a place that people go to hide, and I think that they tend to, like, they've got a portal, to another dimension. So all of this is very much supporting this idea that people are hiding from something. And I'm not sure that I want to stick to that with, for my lore for this Atlantis sort of stronghold thing that we've got going on. Because, frankly, I don't see why, like, Because if they're going underground, that's a good place to build a stronghold, because you can just hollow out the ground. Like, you're not building underground, you're digging underground. And so I feel like that's sort of easier than building from the ground up, right? And it wouldn't make any sense to build a stronghold underwater, because building underwater fucking sucks! Like, and so I'm not sure I'm gonna stick with that, because it just doesn't really make any sense. And also because this room right here doesn't seem really like, it doesn't seem like something, it's not like they're like, oh, like, we need to protect this room because this is our only escape. They're like, we need to fancy up this room, right? Like, we gave it a cool floor and, like, purple tiles and glass. Also, these are blocks from the end, right? Which sort of implies that, like, they've been to the end. But it's underwater, so I don't think Enderman could have built it. So, I think maybe is this? Nope, okay. How do I get out? Oh no. My idea here is that maybe this is a society that really likes Endermen. And for whatever reason, they like them so much that they're like, we need to live here now. Like, we need to live in a place that can get us as close to the Endermen as possible. And that would explain why, like, the color scheme of, like, dark with the purple highlights, or maybe they were trying to get away from the Endermen, and that's why they went underwater. I don't know. I don't really like that. I really like the idea that this little civilization was built by people that that had some kind of very important relationship with the Endermen that was not a negative one. Like, I don't want it to be like, yeah, they're trying to escape from them or whatever. I want this to be like, maybe they worshipped them. Or, whoops, wrong way. Or, oh no. Right here. Maybe they worshipped them, or maybe they, like, traded with them. Something like that. It is really satisfying watching silverfish just helplessly float away. Get fucked, demon spawn. But the problem is that Endermen can't go in water. So it wouldn't really make any sense for oh my gosh, that looks so good from above. Okay, hold up. Let me pick up these blocks first. So we can... We've got a lot of litter in the ocean. This is a metaphor. And I have to kill this guy. I just want to look at my cool build. Thank you. Oh, it looks so good from above. I'm really, really happy with this. It is coming along quite nicely. And part of it's in a slime chunk. So that's something that's happening, I guess. So we're gonna, I don't know which part exactly, but we're definitely gonna have to convert part of this to a slime farm. Because slime is the best. So yeah, I sort of have like these contradicting pieces of lore, because on one hand I definitely want it to relate to the Endermen in some way. And I want this to sort of be the focal point. Like, I want them to be... Like, I want them to... Like, I want the shrine to have some kind of... I want the portal to have some kind of immense cultural significance. And then we're going to kind of, like, we're going to renovate this area into sort of a shrine thing around it. So, like, this would be the most important area. I should tell you guys, by the way, this project is a little bit bigger than just turn bricks, like, replace bricks with with other blocks. Like, I haven't really gotten started on it yet because it's a multiple part process, and step 1 is turning bricks into blocks that are not bricks. But there is a lot more to it than that. And like, we're going to have... Oh, I'm drowning. Door. Like, we're going to have rooms and whatnot that match whatever lore we give it. And so, like, it's not just going to be all empty hallways. Like, there's a room over here? No, over here. Like this, for example, this is just a room, and we're going to put something in it. And that something is going to reinforce whatever lore we come up with for this build. The problem, I really don't know what lore should be there, because, like, it's underwater, but I think it should have something to do with Endermen. And now, we could, I will say, if this civilization started off underwater, then them wanting to build an entire place underwater that matches the Enderman, like, concept. Let me in real quick. Okay, so these are 3 blocks high. And they do have end rods. Like, they have things from the end. Hey, you have one of my end rods. I think this place flooded recently is what happened. So maybe, like, these people started off underwater. They didn't go underwater. They started off underwater. And for whatever reason, they really, like, they were like, we've got to trade and, like, we've got to get some kind of diplomacy going on with these Endermen. And then they would, like, the Endermen and whatever species built this would be, like, this would be, like, a trading center. Like, where the two of them could sort of coexist. And, like, they would trade stuff with the Endermen, and the Endermen would in return give them end rods and stone, and oh, I really like that. I really like that. They couldn't be mermaids, unfortunately, because then, like, they wouldn't have a place like this. They would have to have, like, pools of water in the floor, because mermaids don't have legs. So, and it also, a lot of stuff depends on, did the civilization discover the portal, or did they make it? So, and they have to be able to function out of water, or else they wouldn't have built this the way they did. So they have to be very humanoid. They have to be very humanoid, but, like, also able to function in water? Maybe. Or perhaps the underwater ruins. Maybe this should be closer to Atlantis. Because I've just been kind of, like, jokingly calling it Atlantis. Because that's sort of what, like, you build something underwater, it's Atlantis. That's just how it is. But maybe its lore should actually be similar to Atlantis. Because there are all these ruins around it. So maybe this civilization, like, it got hit by this tragedy. That, like, all their houses or whatever, like, flooded somehow. Just, they are put in the ocean. And they managed to thrive somehow and build this entire underwater, like, city just to trade with the Endermen. Again, it all comes down to whether they built the portal or they made the portal. Or, those are the same words. Nope. Whether they made the portal or they discovered it. Huh. I don't know. I don't know yet, and this video is probably like 20 minutes long by now, so you guys will have to figure that out next time. But I really, really like what we've got so far. A lot of this video is gonna have to be cut out, because there was just so much awkward silences, and me, like, being distracted by killing silverfish and not finishing my sentence, then not knowing what my original sentence was. The life of someone with undiagnosed ADHD is not a fun one. Anyways, on that positive note, thank you so much for watching. It feels really good to be making content again. This is not my best video, but it's better than nothing. It's better than what I've had so far, which was nothing, and I'm, like, happy with it. So that's always good, because, fun fact, I have, like, 7 videos that OBS has recorded that I've never done anything with because they're trash. Like, I'll be like, oh, guys, we should record a Bed Wars video, and then I record it, and then I watch it back, and I'm like, this is garbage. This isn't good content at all. So then I just have to throw it away. Like, I've got, like, gigabytes of storage that are just completely useless. And that's why I'm very happy to finally have made something that I can actually put on the internet. So yeah, I've been streaming a lot recently. Let's try that again. I'm probably going to be streaming more often because I have a lot of time. All of a sudden, like, everybody has a lot of extra time. Ooh, the sun is rising behind me. This is a great way to end the video. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Like, really, it means the world to me. Like, I appreciate it so much. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, because they are, like, what fuels my passion to create more. Like, I get a comment from someone that is, like, not someone that I know, and I ascend. It's great. No, please, let me finish my outro. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. No, wait. Oh, that's the same words. I will see all you comrades in the next one.